Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today's practice is a yoga flow with a few funky transitions. Hopefully it should be quite fun. When you're ready, pop something comfortable on and come join me on the mat. Great, so we're going to start sitting. Find a comfortable way to sit. You could always sit on the edge of a blanket or a block. Kneel if you prefer, like stretched out, whatever suits you best. Just make sure you can bring your spine up nice and tall. And then letting the eyes gently close. We'll take a moment drawing the awareness in. And just tune in and notice how you're feeling within yourself. No judgment, no expectation. Just awareness of how you feel in this moment. Allow that awareness to come to settle on the breath. And follow the flow of breath in and out of the body. Gently deepening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. Allowing the breath to flow comfortably through the body. Your center rising on the inhale, settling on the exhale. Breathing through the nose as best as you can. Maybe noticing if there are natural pauses at the top of the inhale and the base of the exhale. If there are, encourage those pauses. Find space between each breath. And your next inhale, we'll take the arms out and up. And then we'll exhale and twist to the right. Right hand going down behind, left hand on the right leg and looking over the right shoulder. Try and keep that steady breath. If there are still natural pauses, stay with the pauses. Or just bring the breath into that constant flow state. Great, we'll inhale back through center, reaching up. Exhale over to the left. Up, inhale back through center. We'll exhale, right hand down to the side, left arm up and over. Think about sending that left sit bone down towards the mat. Find a stretch all through the side of the body. And then inhale back through center, left hand down, right arm up and over. Try and keep the shoulder lifted, chest nice and open. Find space up the side of the body. Inhale back through center, interlace the fingers chin to chest, hands coming to rest on the back of the head. Then with an inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back, let the elbows round in. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round. Great, just doing a few more like this in your own time. Great. And then we'll inhale back to center. Release the hands, cobbler pose, soles of the feet together, knees rolling out. We can stay up nice and tall, or we can take that little lean forward using the elbows to help ease the knees out to the sides. And our next inhale, back up through center, ready to spin the feet round and come to tabletop. So you can move blocks or blankets out the way if you've been using them. And then wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll just have a little ease through the wrists to start off with. So taking the weight in circles around the hands, working into your wrists. We'll then take those circles in the opposite direction. Great. And then coming all the way back to center, turn the fingers to face out towards the edges of the mat. We'll ease the weight from side to side. Lovely. We'll go back to center. If side to side feels better for you, stick with side to side. If you have the sort of shoulders that are happy with it, turning the fingers towards the body. Try and keep a little bend in the elbows, especially for my hypermobile friends out there. We'll just have a little ease forward and back. So this isn't a big movement. You'll feel that stretch into your wrists and your forearms, even just with a little movement. Lovely. And then we'll come back to center, walk the hands all the way back round and move in through cat-cow. Inhale, send the heart forward, tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, round the back, belly button to spine. So we inhale, lift the gaze, lift the chest. Exhale, round the back. Great, just doing a few more like this. Lovely. And then we'll come back to a nice neutral spine. Walk the hands forward, coming to puppy dog. Keep the hips over the knees. Lower the chest down towards the ground. Find that stretch through the shoulders. Like downward facing dog, think about the tailbone heading up and back. If you can keep the head lifted, try and keep the head lifted. And try and have the elbows lifted as well. There might be a temptation to pop them down on the ground because then the arms don't have to engage so much. But we want to keep this active. Great, one more breath here. And then pop the elbows down onto the mat, bring the weight forward, lower the hips down into a sphinx. Wriggle as much as you need to. We press through the elbows, lift the head, lift the chest. Great. Lower the chest back down, slide the hands back. Push through the hands and sit back towards the heels, having a little rest back in ancestral worship for a moment. Let the breath settle, tune in again to that breathing. Great, we'll then inhale, bring the weight forwards again to tabletop position. We're going to draw the right knee in, rounding the back, bring the nose towards the knee. Then stretch that right leg out behind, lengthening through the leg, lift the gaze, lift the chest. You can always pop the right toes down if you want to, or if we can, try tucking the left toes, lift the left knee and send the right leg up and back into a three-legged dog. Right leg doesn't need to go particularly high, but try and lengthen through that leg. Fab. With an inhale, we'll draw the right knee in and see if you can step the right foot through between the hands. Help it forward if you need to. Pop the knees down and step forward if that's better. Take a moment, make sure there's a gap between the feet. So we're nice and steady, feeling a good foundation, rooting through that front foot, rooting through that back big toe base. When you feel happy, we come all the way up into our high lunge. Great. Funny balance here for you. Hands can come down to prayer in front of the heart, or they could do whatever you want to help with this balance. We're going to bend the left knee, draw the hips back and straighten through the right leg. Little lean back through the upper body. If this is enough for you today, stay with this. If you feel steady, which I don't, I'm a wobbly day today, we can try lifting the right toes, draw the right toes towards you. If there's wobbles, embrace the wobbles, especially if this is a new one to you. As we build those neural pathways, it can be extra wobbly whilst the brain's asking us what on earth we're doing. Well done. We're going to pop those right toes down, bring the weight forward again. If we can, in one smooth movement, we're going to step forward, bringing that left knee through with us. Great, drawing the left knee up, finding our balance here. When we feel happy, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand reaches out behind, and we look towards that left hand. Great. Left hand is going to come all the way up and over, bend into the right knee, step the left foot back. I did that very quickly. Left hand down onto the mat, right hand reaches up into our lunge twist. We're going to pop the left knee down onto the mat, turn the left foot out, draw the hips back and slide that right foot all the way back and up into the air, into a kneeling half moon pose. So flex the right foot, doesn't have to be high. Think about opening through the chest. If you like, gaze can always go up towards the ceiling, helping as always with that vestibular system, building up our balance. Well done. You're gonna draw the right knee in towards you, trying to keep the foot lifted. If we can, step the foot to the top of the mat without using the hands. If you needed to use the hands for the last bit, don't worry, help it along. Hands are gonna come to rest on that right knee. We're gonna flex the left foot and try drawing the left heel up towards the body. Pre-warning, this one can cause cramps, so I apologize now. Stretch it back out if it does. The more you flex the foot and draw the heel towards you, the more you'll feel the hamstrings working. Well done. We'll take one more breath here. And then pop those toes down. Draw the hips back. Draw the right toes towards you. A little stretch here in Hanumanasana, sending the chest towards the top of the right foot. And then a little bend in that right knee to slide the foot back. Sit back towards the heels, taking a moment in child's pose. Let the back round. Let the breath settle. Let the body settle. When you feel ready, we're coming back up. Find your way to tabletop. Ready to go on the other side. We're drawing the left knee in, round the back, knee to nose. Really hug that knee up as high as you can towards the body. And then send that left foot out behind. Lift the gaze, lift the chest. Great. You can pop the left toes down, or we tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and send the left foot up and back, three-legged dog. Again, try and lengthen through that leg. Well done. Draw the knee in, step the foot through. If you need to do a few steps, do a few steps, help it forward, whatever works for you. Bit of a gap between the feet. Coming all the way up, high lunge. Really root through those feet, adjust if you need to. Never feel like the feet are stuck where they landed. Hands down to prayer in front of the heart, or again, they can do whatever you like to help with this balance. We bend into the right knee, draw the hips back, straighten through that left leg, little lean back. Stay here if you're happy here. Stay here. Or lifting those left toes. Draw the left toes up towards you. One side is often quite different from the other, so don't worry if it feels very different on this side. I'm very wobbly today. Well done. We're going to pop the left toes down, bend again into that left knee. And then if we can, in one smooth movement or a few steps if it works better today, we draw the right knee up in front. Lovely. Find that balance here. Settle the breath. When you feel steady, our left hand comes to the outside of the knee. Reach the right hand out behind, looking towards that right hand. Right hand is going to come all the way up and over. Float that right foot back, bend into the left knee. Right hand down onto the mat, right foot down onto the mat, into our lunge twist. Reach up with the left hand. Really try and push away through that right heel. You might find your hips naturally sway towards the left. Try and bring them slightly back towards center, and you might feel a little stretch into your glutes there. Great, we're gonna pop the right knee down, turn the right toes out, draw the hips back and slide that left foot all the way back into our kneeling half moon. Flex the foot, engage the muscles up that left leg. Think about wrapping the shoulder blades around the rib cage on that right side. Maybe sending the gaze up towards that left hand. Well done. If we can, without using our hands, we're drawing that left knee in and step the foot back towards the top of the mat into our low lunge. Hands onto that front knee. Well done. Last little bit. We flex the back foot. Draw the heel towards you. Remember, at any point, if you feel cramp, stretch it back out again. Well done. Pop the foot down, draw the hips back, send the chest towards the top of the foot. Great stuff. Little bend in the knee, we slide the foot back. Let's take the big toes together this time. Knees out wide into a wide-legged ancestral worship. Let the body rest down. Let the breath settle. Let the body settle. Let the mind settle. That might have been a few different transitions or a few different balances from what you're used to in your practice. So sometimes it's our brain that has had more of a workout than our body. And that's a good way to be, building up those neural pathways. Great. We're going to walk the hands in towards us. Spin the feet round. Come into sitting with the knees bent and the feet as wide as the mat, if that feels okay. Hands down behind you on the mat. We'll just windscreen wiper the knees. So let the knees roll down to one side, back through center, and then over to the other side. You might find yourself traveling down the mat. Don't worry if that's the case, just walk the hands back in towards you. Don't worry if the knees don't come all the way down towards the mat. Just finding as much movement as feels comfortable through the hips. Great. And then before we all end up sliding off the end of our mat, we're going to bring the knees back to center, hold on around the back of the thighs, slowly roll all the way down to lying on your back. Great. Once you're lying, arms out at shoulder height, knees bent, feet on the mat. Have a little gap between the feet and the knees. We'll just exhale and let the knees roll down to the right. Gaze could stay up, or turning the head over the left shoulder. Send the breath into that left rib cage. Find space in the torso. We'll inhale back through center. And then exhale over to the other side. Knees down to the left, head over towards the right. Breathing into that right rib cage. We'll inhale back through center. Happy baby pose. Draw the knees in. Take hold of the feet or ankles, soles of the feet towards the ceiling. You can stay here, or you could have a little rock from side to side. Lovely. We'll release those feet, pop the feet onto the mat, soles of the feet together, let the knees roll out. Coming into a reclining cobbler, we'll bring the left hand over the heart center, right hand over the belly. Let the eyes just gently close. And just draw the awareness in. Check in, notice how you're feeling within yourself. Try to recall how you felt at the beginning of the practice. And just be aware of any changes. No judgment, no expectation, just awareness of any changes. Bring the awareness back to the breath. And spend a moment really tuning into the breath. Allow your whole awareness to rest just on your inhale and exhale. We'll just take one more breath all together. Full breath in, expanding. And then a full breath out, settling. Great. Pop the hands under the legs, help draw the knees back in towards each other. And then bring the knees in towards you, giving the spine a little rock. When you feel ready, either rocking to one side to come up or rocking yourself straight up to sitting, bringing yourself fully back into the room. Lovely. Well, I hope you enjoyed that practice. Please do leave me a comment, let me know how you got on. Sometimes it feels like I'm putting these out into the unknown, and I really love it when I hear that people have enjoyed the practices. We can build our little community here on YouTube. And I will see you here again soon. Om Shanti.